Hello everybody, and welcome to the opening episode of the new Total Miner series, Learning How to Survive and Thrive. Right now, I am on version 1.1 when texture packs were first released. Now, if you're new to the game, that's what this episode is for. It's got to be teaching you the basics. And right now, if you are just flat out new, you're going to go to Play, New World, and you're going to go to Dig Deep, because creative mode is where you want to build and all that good stuff. And really, you don't need to learn how to build just yet, because you need to learn the controls and objects, etc, etc. Alright, so we're waiting for the world to load. Gotta let you know more stuff in game. Loading view. Alright. Maybe I don't want it to load the view. I don't like that show. Alright. Press D-pad to equip items. Press A on another controller to start co-op. A is this green button. The blue button is X. The red button is B. The yellow is Y. And that weird one that says press whatever button to access the game menu, that's start. Now select how to on the game menu for game instructions, but this is what this episode is for. You're not going to need that. Alright, clear that message. This is where you spawn. You usually spawn right next to granite is where your shops are. Press Y to prospect. You know, check out stuff. Block shop. Item shop. This is granite. It just so happens that every time you spawn, no matter what game mode, granite is going to be in a 3x3 around the shop. So, kind of useful, kind of not. Either way, let's have some fun. Usually what I do first is chop down the shops by holding right trigger. You're going to need to hold it because if you just constantly click it, you're going to get nowhere. See? You just got to hold it down like that. But anyways, I get the shops usually, and I go find a nearby place to put it to buy. Now what you're going to do first is get some wood. Going to need to get some wood. Always helpful. Right here is the leaves, but every time you chop down a piece of wood, no matter what, I think a sapling's got to drop, and that grows quickly into another tree. Got some grass right here. Now, what you're gonna want to do with this wood is press B, bring it into this materials area. You can move objects in this screen after you press B by pressing A and using the D-pad to move them. I suggest you don't use thumbsticks because those can glitch up like this. Yeah, like that. Alright, now what we got here is wooden planks. Those are used for building, making sticks, etc. Gotta hover your cursor over there, those, and spam A. Now we got ourselves wooden planks. Alright. Now, what you gotta do here is pick up that stack of wooden planks, move it around, and to drop one in each box here. In order to do that, you're gonna have to press X once. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you got a workbench. In there, you can construct several things from pickaxes. Here, I'll show you how to construct a pickaxe. You're gonna need sticks. Good amount of sticks. And to make sticks, you just put one stack of wooden planks anywhere. Now, in order to make a pickaxe, you're gonna need any 2 wooden sticks, and you're gonna drop 2 right there. And for a wooden pickaxe, you're gonna need to make the top. See how it makes the shape out? You're gonna need to make the top out of wooden planks. Now you got yourself a second wooden pickaxe, but those are usually free in the item shop. and I'll show you how to do that later. But right now you just need the basics. So anyways, you're gonna need to chop some wood later on too. Let's make an axe or a hatchet. I'm gonna make that into the shape of a hatchet. See how the blade would normally be right there? There you go. You got your hatchet. Now the hatchet is good for chopping any wood-based objects or materials. Now what you gotta do is gotta first find us some blueprints. You see that blue arrow on my screen that's spinning like crazy? You gotta run over to that. And once you find it, I'll show you what to do with it. Right here. This is a blueprint. This gets you to unlock several things in the dig deep mode. Now, in future updates, survival, you won't be needing this, so don't worry about it much. Just dig deep, you're going to need it. We got a wooden spear. We're going to be needing that. Alright. Now to make a wooden spear, you use the base of how I showed you to make a pickaxe, and then you put that wooden plank up top right there to create the tip of the wooden spear. Now you got yourself a weapon. You can make swords and shields later on in the game, but right now all we have is a spear. Now there's usually a large variations of blueprints on the surface because it's not going to get you that easy. Usually there's, if you're unlucky, good 3. If you're really lucky, maybe 7. But right now we're just going to get all the blueprints on the surface, see what we can get. Maybe become lucky further on in the game. And let's see. What do we have here? A furnace. That's got to be good. But that requires basalt. 4 basalt, and we don't get that until further deeper in the game. And we got another blueprint apparently. Gotta want to get out of this water here. Slows you down, and then you see this blue bar? That is your breath. That runs out. That red bar under it, your health, becomes quickly draining. And pretty easy to drown. Now we're trying to find this blueprint. I honestly would suggest avoiding water as much as you can because it slows you down a lot. Oh, just about missed that. We got an iron hatchet. I'll show you how to make iron later once we get into smelting. But right now, once this arrow is pointing as little as below, that basically says that you don't have anything up on the surface anymore. We got unlucky, only had 3. Now, what we're gonna do, seems like a suitable area, is place a workbench, place the item shop, place the block shop. Now, you're probably wondering what the heck is obsidian, by the way, if you looked in your inventory. Obsidian is what teleports you. We're going to place one right there. And only diamond and up can chop that down. So it's going to be there for a while, but it teleports you, and the first node is the receiver. And in order to complete a real teleport, you need to place down the second one. Now, this is the shop. You can buy blocks here, and this is the block shop actually. See, you can buy our little wood that we had, our wooden planks, obsidian, and right trigger. It gets you the second page. Now, actually, I forgot to tell you. In order to access a shop, left trigger. Now, by the way, in this inventory, to pop it up, you bring up the D-pad. You don't need to press B, just bring up the D-pad. And to equip something, on the left side, where blocks would fit, or gold, left trigger. To equip something on the right side, where weapons, all that good stuff would fit, right trigger. Now, right here is the shop. You get all your items here that you've unlocked. Right now we got wooden doors, torches, ladders. Those are already unlocked for us, so is workbenches. We got a furnace. We got whatever that stuff is, a chest, yeah. And there's our shops. By the way, in order to unlock something, you can just prospect it, and it's also another way of finding a blueprint. Now, that is the basics of the game. Up here we have fish, those bring up your health. You have to access those to right trigger. Be showing you that later in the game. But right now, I believe you're safe for the day. Don't be worrying about any creatures coming out because there is no nightfall yet. Future update 2.0, there will be a game mode called Survival, and there will be nightfall, and I will create another series about that later. But this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, but before we go, let me do a little shout out to the Total Miner forums. You got your own community talking about your own game, of course. You've got general discussion about anything too. You can have videos posted. You have clan discussion, world show off. People actually pay attention. You even have the Total Miner ideas where people can vote if they like your idea or not. Sometimes the developers come in and actually implement that idea. You can also check out the updates for the current game, future updates, etc. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.